So sit down nicely. Hello. So we are going to practice the wisdom of emptiness, and we practice also Mahamudra aspiration prayer. So we read both texts, first in Tibetan language, and then Hungarian language, and then in Romanian language, and then German language, 4 languages, you know. So that's why I request madam, come here, sit down there. You stay next to you, and you stay up. There's some teaching. Then I will tell you. Yes. Yes. The translate. Yeah. First, we read the text, okay, and then we read the text thoroughly, the Heart Sutra text and Mahamudra aspiration text. Then after reading the text, then I will give you some clear explanation or teaching, okay, upon Heart Sutra, practice of wisdom emptiness, and also brief teaching, introduction of the wisdom of Mahamudra. Okay? The supreme wisdom of Mahamudra. Alright, so now first I read in Tibetan, I read the text. I think it's very important that people knows how to take care for myself. You know? You are not able, you know? The master also read text. Mahamudra text, thank you. The student also must be able to take care the master, whether master have the text or not, you know. No? So sometimes the European Western people, they know how to take care for their family, for their children, and they have to learn how to take care for their spiritual master. You know? They have to pay attention to this. No? Yeah. If you take care for your spiritual master, who is the source of the guidance of wisdom, enlightenment, if you support him, if you assist him, take care for your spiritual master, then you make your spiritual master more convenient, more easy, more happy, more joyful to take care for you, not to teach you, no? To enlighten you, no? Yes. So anyway, so now we are going to read this text with great inspiration, with great devotion, because this Heart Sutra, the practice and development of the supreme wisdom of emptiness, is the key point, is the key which opens the treasure of nature or mind, which is Buddha nature. You know? If you have a treasure, you need a very strong and very genuine key. You know? So without key, you cannot open the treasure. You know? Even the owner, if you forget the key, if the key is not in his hand, he cannot immediately open his treasure and enjoy to his treasure. So the key is very important, you know. So the wisdom of great emptiness is the key to open the treasure of universal treasure of Buddha nature. Oh, the wisdom of emptiness is the key which opens the treasure of universal great bliss, enlightenment, universal peace and harmony, universal everlasting freedom, universal forever loving nature, universal great liberation. So after you practice and develop the wisdom enlightenment, only then you can enjoy your own treasure of your nature of mind, which is enlightenment nature, which is Buddha nature, which is perfect nature, and which is forever peace nature, and which is forever freedom nature, and which is forever blissful nature. No? So there's none in this whole cosmos, there's no other dear things, like priceless things, more important things than the wisdom enlightenment, which can open the treasure of Buddha, the treasure of universal peace and harmony, which can open the treasure of universal great bliss, enlightenment. I can say, also which can open the treasure of Almighty God, So it's very important. It's key point. It's essential practice, essential point to practice and develop the spring wisdom of emptiness. To practice it, to develop it, and to learn it, to contemplate it, and then you're able to realize nature of your mind, which is perfect Buddha nature, and then you're able to realize nature of your mind, which is forever loving nature. Then you are able to realize nature of your mind, forever peace nature, forever freedom nature, forever perfect nature, and forever blissful nature. The wisdom of emptiness not only open the treasure of your own nature of mind, it's also open the treasure of whole phenomena. Treasure of all phenomena without missing one single atom. The wisdom of enlightenment open the treasure of all phenomena. After you contemplate, meditate, and develop the wisdom enlightenment, you will realize the divine truth, divine essence, divine nature of all phenomena, which is also universal, forever peace nature, forever freedom nature, forever loving nature, forever perfect nature, forever blissful nature, forever immaculate and pure nature, So it's so important. So that's why there's no important things, there's no precious things. Then the wisdom enlightenment, which open the treasure of great bliss of enlightenment, treasure of Buddha, treasure of Almighty God, you can say, Christian believers, Hindu believers. Otherwise, without wisdom of enlightenment, you don't know what is Almighty God. You also don't know what is Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and you don't know what is Almighty Allah. So the wisdom of enlightenment, after you practice it, develop it, then you are able to purify and remove your ignorance, your misunderstanding, and able to realize the true nature, true essence, true quality of your body's mind, and true essence, true quality of all phenomena without missing one single atom. So the wisdom of enlightenment, the key of the wisdom of enlightenment, open the treasure of all phenomena, open the treasure of your body's mind, and find the everlasting freedom, everlasting peace, harmony, everlasting perfection, everlasting great bliss, enlightenment, everlasting loving heart, loving nature, and nature of your body's mind, and the nature of all phenomena. So we are so fortunate that we are able to find a spiritual master who introduced the supreme holy Dharma, teachings of Buddha, teachings of the wisdom and enlightenment, which is taught by historical Buddha Shakyamuni. By practicing, developing this supreme wisdom enlightenment, Buddha himself, historical Buddha Shakyamuni himself reached enlightenment, achieved Buddhahood. And after Buddha Shakyamuni taught this wisdom enlightenment, introduced the wisdom enlightenment to all his noble disciples, all those noble disciples, by practicing the wisdom enlightenment, which was taught by Buddha Shakyamuni, they all reach enlightenment. They all, many of countless them, they reach self-liberation. Others will achieve the highest bhumi of Supreme Bodhisattva. And others achieve Buddhahood in one time, in one lifetime. So there's Supreme Masters who reach enlightenment, who through practicing the wisdom enlightenment, who become Buddha, who become great Bodhisattvas, or who become great realized being. They share this supreme wisdom enlightenment to their disciples. And their disciples also start practice this, develop this supreme wisdom enlightenment. Their disciples also reach enlightenment. And they, after they reach enlightenment, they also start to teach to other disciples, fortunate disciples. They also reach enlightenment. So this, the lineage, divine lineage of practicing the wisdom enlightenment, which is taught by Buddha Shakyamuni and other countless Guru Padmasambhava, other countless enlightened great masters, great yogis, great noble monks and nuns, they liberate, they enlighten countless human beings, and they liberate countless fortunate beings of God and goddess, fortunate beings of demigod and goddess, fortunate God and goddess from other planet, from other continent, countless them which enlightenment. So now we are born here, where we are so fortunate, we are able to take birth in this world, in the present world now, 21st century, we are able to enjoy, able to encounter, able to get connection with the Supreme Dharma of Buddha, get connection with the wisdom enlightenment. And now we start practice, start to practice Heart Sutra, start to read Heart Sutra, start to contemplate and develop the wisdom enlightenment. And we start by now, we are practicing now. We are so fortunate. So people who get connection with the wisdom enlightenment, who start to contemplate the wisdom enlightenment, who start to develop the wisdom enlightenment, it is guaranteed sooner or later they all achieve great liberation and they all achieve Buddhahood. And they become this ultimate protector of all the beings. And they become ultimate liberator of all mothers and children. So when you get contact with the spiritual master who teaches the wisdom enlightenment, and you yourself start to practice it, it is a sign that you are most fortunate noble man and woman. Sooner or later you are going to become Buddha. Sooner or later you are going to be the Lord of, divine Lord of, Supreme Lord of enlightenment, who can enlighten the other countless mothers and beings. So that's why I want to congratulate all of you. I wholeheartedly congratulate all of you that you all are enjoying this opportunity. So now let us. I will read first in Tibetan, okay? Then after this I will ask request them. Hungarian students to read Heart Sutra in your language. And then later I will request the Romanian students read this in your language. And then after that, at the end, I will request the German students who read this Heart Sutra in German language. So I will request the Angel Joanna to read. You have the text. Okay, good. So let me read. Okay, it's full of joy, full of happiness. Oh yeah, this you can. But it's okay. before we read this, read and practice this Heart Sutra. In Heart Sutra, it explains and it introduces the essence of all the Buddha's teachings of wisdom enlightenment. You know? So we read this now. We read this, same time we contemplate the meaning of what we are reading, you know, the Heart Sutra. Okay? So before I read this, we make sure that we wholeheartedly and absolutely devotedly we take refuge to Supreme Buddha, Dharma and Sangha for our purification, for our great transformation, and for our great realization, and for our great liberation, and for the liberation of all mother sentient beings in same time. You know? So actually we represent all mother sentient beings without missing one single of them, and wholeheartedly, devotedly take refuge to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha for the liberation and for the everlasting freedom of all mother sentient beings without missing one single of them. No? Because our mind has no sight beyond limit. Our mind is beyond measurement. You know? And our mind is beyond imagination. There is no greater phenomena, more big phenomena, or more vast phenomena than the nature of our mind. No? For example, there is no greater phenomena than space. Because in space, there appear everything, all phenomena, and rest all phenomena, and dissolve all phenomena back to the space. You know, so space is greatest, biggest. How we say biggest means it's all pervading. You know, like we say we say almighty or all pervading. Space is the biggest or largest or greatest beyond limit because it's all pervading. You know? So in physical phenomena of four elements, there's no greater phenomena, there's no larger phenomena than the space, phenomena of space, which is all pervading. You know? All physical phenomena, all the elements appear from the space, rest in space for a while, and then dissolve back to the space. You know? So comparing the space, which is all-pervading, the nature of mind is even more supreme, even more all-pervading, even more almighty, no? Even more holy, more perfect. Because the nature of mind, which is all-pervading, it contains the universal peace, harmony. It contains universal everlasting love. It contains universal great bliss, enlightenment. It contains universal everlasting freedom. No? It contains universal everlasting activity. You know? So the nature of mind, nature of everybody's mind, is absolutely all-pervading, more greater, more profound, more limitless, more immaculate than the space, you know, than the space, you know. So this introduction, this teaching, what I'm talking to you is very important for you, you know. So in Christianity, or in religion, divine religion of Christianity, even divine religion of Islam, you know, it's Almighty God. which is all pervading, which is almighty, which is creator of all phenomena. You know? Like the Islamics, they say the same. The Almighty Allah is the creator of all phenomena, is Lord of all phenomena. And Lord Brahma Vishnu in Hinduism, and divine Hinduism, they say the Lord Brahma Vishnu, Shiva, is creator of all phenomena. Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva is the beginning, it is the end. No? And they are absolute creator of all phenomena. So, but that Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva, what the Hindus they believe as creator, as divine creator, and Almighty Allah, which the Islamics they believe that the Almighty Allah is the supreme, truth or the supreme creator, and Almighty God, Holy Father, what Christianity believe is a creator of all phenomena, is Lord of everyone. This is the last truth. But it is still very much focused to outwardly. Lord Brahma Vishnu is believe outwardly, who is creator, who is separate from you. And Almighty Allah, or Almighty Holy Father, Almighty God, is separate from you. There's great, the supreme creators who are separate from the nature of your mind, who also create you. So that kind of this divine religion, who believe that there is a almighty creators who create everyone and who also create us. And day and night, as a religious follower of Hinduism, religious follower of Christianity, Islamic religious followers, day and night I try to pray to the God, try to please the God, try to request God to protect us. Try to pray to the Son of God to take our suffering and give His happiness, to us, and things like that. So people pray with a lot of expectation towards the God or Allah or Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva, who is separate from you, who is the supreme. So they pray with a lot of expectation. They struggle to pray. But if the religion who believe Islamic religion, who believe Almighty Allah, Almighty the Prophet Muhammad, or religion who believe Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva, or religion who believe Almighty Holy Father, Almighty God, and Son of God. But if their basic religion is based on practicing loving compassion, practicing forgiveness, practicing tolerance, and practicing wisdom, the divine knowledge, and practicing to accumulate virtuous action and to abandon all non-virtuous action and sinful action. If every religion is based on this kind of divine practice, I think at the end we will reach in one place. We can accomplish the essential practice of all religion and meet one point. Everybody may get great liberation. But sometimes this is not the case, Sometimes this is not the case. To believe to God or to Allah and sacrifice oneself for the Allah and God and sacrifice oneself for Almighty Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva is more important than to practice the essence of our religion, which is to practice universal loving compassion, which is to practice the forgiveness and tolerance, which is to practice the divine wisdom of enlightenment, and accumulate virtuous action, abandon non-virtuous action. If this practice of Holy Dharma is minimized, is forgotten, then only through believing in God or to Almighty Allah, Almighty Paramavishnu Shiva, you know. Even you are very faithful, you know. Even you are very faithful believers. But if you don't practice the essence of all religion, which is practice of holy Dharma, remove ignorance, purify egoism, and 6 naked emotions. So if you don't practice the holy Dharma, then just to love God or Allah and to sacrifice, you are ready to sacrifice for your God or for your Allah, doesn't give much effect, doesn't give much miracles. You know? So, religious people, religious believers who forget to practice the holy Dharma, who forget to practice and develop the universal loving compassion, and who forget to practice tolerance, forgiveness, and who forget to practice the divine wisdom of enlightenment, who forget to abandon non-virtuous action, who forget to practice virtuous action, but at the same time believing very much in God, and ready to sacrifice for yourself for God. Sometimes they suffer so much. You know? All the religious followers, religious believers who don't practice holy Dharma, who don't remove their ignorance, who don't purify their duality fixation or ego attachment, those religious believers, whoever it is, they experience suffering. And they are not happy. No? They are not satisfied. They pray and pray and pray, believe and believe and believe, ready to sacrifice and sacrifice, nothing happens. No? So this teaching, no need to translate. I'm happy that Madam, as you are writing this, that's okay. There's nothing, no translation test. No, you just have to later you have to read in your own language. That's all. So you can just stay here, and it's more easy for me. So nothing happened, and those every religious believers, religious followers, who don't emphasize to practice the holy Dharma, who don't emphasize to purify the ignorant and ego attachment, and who don't emphasize to practice universal loving compassion, and who don't emphasize to take universal responsibility, to love all, to serve all, to liberate all, those religious followers, religious practitioners, religious believers, in fact, they are the ones who suffer the most. And sometimes they get very strong disappointment, no? Because somebody asks you to believe in Allah or God, Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva, maybe gave some mantra also, and nothing happened. No? So sometimes people can get very disappointed with their God or with their Creator. No? So the religious followers, sometimes they are very, very depressed. They are unhappy, no? Of course, then there's organization which will keep you busy. You see, organization can keep you busy. Giving and taking and this, organization, of course, will keep you busy. And each religious organization offers a big position, no? High position. Like high, very, very, shh, ask them not to make noise. Somebody go and ask them children not to make noise. because the organization will keep them happy, keep them busy. They wouldn't know how much time they're wasting, in the name of God, in the name of organization. How much time and opportunity are wasted in the name of Allah, in the name of religious organization. And at the time of day, the most difficult time, there's no direct protection that they can receive, And sometimes they get the biggest disappointment at the time of death. And during Pardo, also even more difficult, During the religious followers, religious believers, after they die, after their body and mind separate, during Pardo time, those religious followers, believers, they will go to if the Christian religious follower, a believer, they will go to the church. They try to meet the Holy Father or the Bishop or the Cardinal or the Holy Pope. The soul asking, please guide me towards God. Guide me, liberate me. I'm experiencing so much fear, so much frustration. I lost my way, whole life I work for the organization, religious organization. Now it's time that the Holy Pope or Holy Cardinals or Bishops and Holy Father has to protect me. Please guide me, remove my fear and suffering. No, of course. And if it's Islamic believers, they will also go to their Islamic, mosque, Islamic priest, and try to find where is Allah. After they make suicide, they say, somebody asks you to suicide, you meet Allah, And now after die, they first searching where is Allah, where is the Almighty Allah, I sacrifice for you, And Hindus also. And whole life I pray and believe Almighty Lord Brahma Vishnu Shiva. I was busy with the organization of a Hindu religion. I make a lot of yagyas, I make a lot of sacrifice. So they will go to the Hindu gurus in the Hindu temples, to seek refuge, to seek their protection, their guidance. And that Bardo mind who is that like Buddhist followers, during lifetime, if they did not practice the Holy Dharma diligently, sincerely, and there's all the monks and nuns, yogis, all the lamas, all the kempos, if they're busy to teach and to build temple and to build a lot of statues, and didn't take enough time to practice Dharma sincerely, so life after day, the Bardo mind will also go to the Buddhist temple to find to meet the, for example, to meet the Holy Lama, Holy Rinpoches, Holy Kempos, Holy Masters. I'm sure if anybody or any of you die before me, I'm sure your Bardo mind will come to me. Master Talbai, I believed you, I follow your advice. Now I need your guidance. I am experiencing endless fear and suffering. Please, Master, guide me. You will come. So, all the religious organization, religious preachers, religious teachers, religious great gurus, great masters have very big responsibility, heavy responsibility. It's not a job. So, at that time, countless beings of Bardo, get the most terrible disappointment. They go to the priest, they go to the temple, asking to seek, because a lot of them, they make a lot of donation also to build a temple. Don't feel like so much, please. Adil has to come here. It's okay, but you don't move your leg too much like this, please. Any of you, you just stay like this. So, maximum beings apart though will experience terrible disappointment from religious organization, from their religion, for whom you sacrifice, for whom maybe you died, for whom you lived and you sacrifice yourself, So at the time when you need the most, to remove your fear and suffering, and you need urgent need of urgent protection, urgent liberation, urgent guidance, there's no one is there to help you. No one is there to help you. No. So in this life you can keep busy, all the religious followers, disciples, that you can keep yourself busy to serve the religious organization, and didn't give enough time to practice the holy Dharma. So during time of death, after the time of death, during Pardo, you will be disappointed. And then maybe instead we blame ourselves, and let's say as we are Buddha's followers, as Buddha's disciple. Now we don't talk about other religion, okay? Even you are follower, most sincere follower and disciple of Buddha Dharma Sangha. Even you are the most sincere and devoted follower of your Rinpoche, your Khenpo, your Lama, your noble monks, follower your great yogi, But if you forget, if you did not practice the holy Dharma sincerely and diligently, if you waste a lot of time, energy doing preparation of this life, doing the preparation of your organization, and if you didn't practice the holy Dharma enough, good enough, if you didn't purify yourself, if you don't transform yourself, if you don't enlighten yourself during lifetime, So, if your mind is still involved in the darkness of ignorance, and your mind is binded by the duality, fixation, and ego attachment, and if your mind is not free from expectation and fear, because you didn't practice Dharma sincerely, diligently, at the time of death, you will experience the greatest, biggest regret, something that we cannot forgive ourselves. I got a great master, I got connection with the Buddha Dharma, I take refuge to Buddha Dharma Sangha, I made a spiritual master from whom I learned this and that technique. So, as Buddhist followers, instead of you, as true, genuine Buddhist followers, believers, instead you blame to your God or to your religious organization, maybe it is more kind of more fair to blame oneself. No? So if you blame to Buddha Dharma Sangha, and if you blame your master, your religious teacher, this is very bad. This is this disappointment is connected with anger, you know. And this itself is such a big sin, such a big obstacle, you know. But as genuine Buddhist follow a Buddha Dharma Sangha, follow a great master, great Lama, great Khenpo or something, you have chance, you may take this opportunity, instead of blaming to Buddha Dharma Sangha, to your master, who taught you, who teach you clear cut what to practice, who give the very clear teaching to practice the holy Dharma, and who shared all the divine technique of practice and meditation. You know? Like I'm now sharing the divine technique of the supreme practice of Mahamudra. Now I'm sharing the divine technique of practicing the supreme wisdom and emptiness of Heart Sutra. No? This most essential one. No? So, Buddha Dharma Sangha and your teacher did his job. He showed you all the method. He showed you all the technique of practicing holy Dharma. Maybe he showed you the technique of the three yanas, technique of Hinayana, technique of Mahayana, technique of Vajrayana. He showed you everything. He teach you everything. No? No? If you don't practice those techniques, the holy Dharma or the technique that you heard from Buddha Dharma Sangha, heard from your spiritual master, if you didn't practice it sincerely, diligently, and if you die without removing your ignorance, if you die without purifying your ego attachment and reality fixation, at the time of death, fairly, instead you blame to your teacher, who show you all the profound Dharma teachings, you know. Buddha Dharma Sangha, Supreme Buddha, who teach the most profound, the ultimate practice of holy Dharma, which purifies us, which absolutely transforms us, enlighten us, and make us to realize the divine truth, divine essence of your body's mind, and divine truth, divine essence of all phenomena. You know? So I think you will not find to blame your Buddha Dharma Sangha. You know? Like I cannot blame. I can never blame to Buddha Dharma Sangha. I can never blame to my great masters, great Rinpoches, you know. I can never blame to His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama, who is my great master. I cannot never blame to my Supreme Master, 16th Java Karmapa and 17th Java Karmapa. I can never blame to my great spiritual master, 12th Thai Situpa. No, I cannot blame my great spiritual master, Bogar Rinpoche. I cannot blame to Singh Rinpoche. I cannot blame to the Tunjom Rinpoche. I cannot blame to my Supreme Master, Dilgo Khenze Rinpoche, Kaldo Rinpoche, Peno Rinpoche, and many others. I cannot blame them. Because they taught me. They give me all kind of initiation. They give me all kind of teaching, all kind of instruction. No? So for me, if I, there's no way to blame to Buddha Dharma Sangha. There's no way to blame Gurudeva and Dakini. There's no way to blame all my great masters. And there's no way to blame my spiritual brothers and sisters as also. So if I didn't practice Dharma, diligently, in name of, teaching tour, going to Romania more than 100 times, go more than 100 times in Germany, more than 100, maybe 200 times in Hungary, because I care so much for my students. I keep myself so busy to teach and teach and teach, And if I didn't take enough time for my own practice, for my own purification, for my own great transformation and enlightenment, I think I will be very sad with myself. I will feel very sorry with myself. I feel, Hello, yeah. I will feel regret with myself, Maybe at that time, not only I regret with myself, but I feel very great heartfelt devotion to Buddha Dharma Sangha and Guru Devantakini, who taught me, who guided me, who blessed me. No? So let's say the time when I'm giving teaching to you or to anywhere, this is the best time for my practice. I feel to give teachings, to give heartfelt teachings, heartfelt guidance, and selfless. Because when you see, when I give teaching, when I travel everywhere in the world, I don't charge anything. There's no entrance fee. No? I never ask money for the teaching. No? If people want to give with their heartfelt devotion to support Master, this is some other story. No, this is no. I never exchange the holy Dharma in exchange of money and Dharma. I never did this. I'm happy about this, really. So, traveling to a different part of the world just to teach the Buddha Dharma without taking something in return, like money, offering, or donation, something like this. For this, I'm happy. I think this is my good practice. And also during when I give teachings, when I have opportunity to give teachings, during when I'm teaching, during I'm giving the teachings of the wisdom enlightenment to practice holy Dharma, I feel like myself, I'm representing, wholeheartedly, sincerely representing the Supreme Buddha Dharma Sangha, representing all the Buddha's activity, all Bodhisattvas' activity to guide and teach disciples. And through them, I also share my heartfelt dedication, offer my heartfelt dedication for the urgent protection of this world and for the peace, unity, and brotherhood of all humanity. Wholeheartedly, I dedicate all my merit for the liberation of all one sentient being. So that's why I say, when I die, I will feel regret. No. Everybody feels regret. If I feel regret, then you can imagine how much you will feel regret. Okay, I don't say that I'm better than you. Even the better one get regret, then the not better one, of course, get regret. I don't mean that one, As myself, as your teacher, who teach you Holy Dharma, if I feel regret because I didn't practice enough, I didn't do practice meditation enough, because I spend more time for giving teachings, One side, I will be very happy, very satisfied, but whether I reach enlightenment or not, whether I'm free from fear and suffering of samsara or not, I spend my body's mind, I dedicate my body's mind for the liberation and for the enlightenment of all the fortunate, my loving disciples and friends. I live for them and I die for them. I will give my last breath to them also. But I think, and to regret is very good. I feel this. Normally we say people who regret, they are failure because you feel regret. That's why you are failure. That's why you feel regret. Yeah. That's true. One side. Another side, you feel regret. It's very good. You feel very humble. You feel very modest. You regret because in the life, there's so many things to do. Like for example, since childhood, since age 15, I took the divine bodhisattva vow, bodhicitta vows, to liberate all mother sentient beings, to enlighten all mother sentient beings until all mother sentient beings reach enlightenment. too less, because this is teaching not the. Hello. Yes, better. During prayer, you can reduce that. Not when as bodhisattva, I myself, I always say, I am not an extraordinary bodhisattva. I am not a great bodhisattva, but I am very small bodhisattva, a very ordinary bodhisattva. Since I have taken bodhisattva vow, in the age 15, and then many times from different masters. Also, I cannot escape, I cannot ignore that I am not a bodhisattva, but ordinary bodhisattva. So even as ordinary bodhisattva, I may feel regret that I died without liberating, without enlightening and liberating all my disciples, many thousands of them, I will regret that I wish to protect my world and bring peace, unity, and the brotherhood of all humanity and all religion. That was my heartfelt wish. That wish is not fulfilled, and I will regret. I will regret that I am not good enough to help my world, to protect my world, to enlighten my disciples. And that kind of regret is, I think, not a negative, not a negative regret, That kind of regression makes you a little more, even more humble, more modest, and it leads you to work endlessly, to give endless, limitless service to all Mother Sentient beings until all Mother Sentient beings reach great liberation. So, to regret people who are very sinners, who kill human beings, who create wars, like big sinners, I don't know if they can feel regret or not, but I think they regret. During lifetime, maybe they don't regret because this is their job. They think this is their profession. But after in Paparto, surely they will regret because they know the awful kind of fear and suffering and panic of killing so many people, and making a war. Like for war leaders, when they die, they will experience extremes of panic, extremes of fear and suffering, which they cannot change. They commit the big sin, they didn't purify it. Before they purify it, they die. Now, only thing is that they have to face for the consequence, the result, They have to go to the king of death. And many sinners, war-making leaders, they even have no chance to go to the king of death for the judgment. They're directly the agent of hell. The agent of hell, very wrathful and very aggressive agent of hell. The body, mind separate from the body, the soul separate from the body. Immediately they will take, the agent of hell will immediately take them to hell and experience unbearable suffering for countless years, But it's too late. The sin is done. You didn't practice purification, then it's done. It's too late, unfortunately. So during lifetime, these war-making leaders, they're heroes, They're heroes. But after they die, they sink down to the bottom of the world, and experience almost everlasting fear and suffering. No countries, no your country person, people, will come and say, you are my general, you are my war-making leaders, you protect our country, you are war-making, you kill thousands of people for in the name of a country. You should not go to the hell. You should not suffer. No one can come and rescue him. No. It is the individual who commit this awful sin, will experience awful fear and suffering, almost forever. No? So sad. No? So these more war-making leaders, the leaders and armies, for example, we should pray for them. No? We should have a lot of loving compassion to them. So what I want to say is that most of the time, the religious organizations, temple organization, church organization, mosque organization, Jewish organization, every organization keep all their followers, keep all the devotees to collect donations and to sacrifice for them. And if there's war, then in order to protect their religion, you have to do something. You have to make war also. And no time to practice universal loving compassion. No time to practice meditation. No time to find inner peace and freedom. No. So during time of death and after death, they will experience most awful disappointment and fear and suffering. There's no one to blame. You can blame, the soul can blame, but blame will not help. No. So now what I want to say is, during our lifetime, when we are living, especially as we are living as a believer and follower of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, during when we are living, we got opportunity to meet like you all met Master Guru Karma Tantra Jals, and maybe for many of you, I am the first master, no? Who introduced the holy Dharma for you, no? During when we found a very loving, selfless, and quite wise master who introduced the holy Dharma, sincerely, selflessly, So during when you enjoy this opportunity, without wasting one single time, if you practice holy Dharma, day and night try to practice the wisdom enlightenment and purify remove our ignorance. Day and night try to practice universal loving compassion and purify our anger and ego attachment. And day and night practice like Heart Sutra, the wisdom of emptiness. Day and night, if you practice the 4 fundamental spiritual thoughts and contemplate 4 fundamental spiritual thoughts and practice preliminary practice Mahamudra, no? And then every time if you practice the divine sadhana of Amitabha Buddha, Medicine Buddha, Akshobhya Buddha, and then if you practice the Milarepas Guru Yoga, Guru Rinpoche's Guru Yoga of Divine Guru Karma Pakshi, like I introduce you, So during lifetime, if you spend more time to practice Dharma diligently, I think you will feel very proud with yourself. At the time of day, you will be very proud with yourself. During Pardo also, you will be very proud of yourself. For example, if you practice the Amitabha Buddha, the sadhana, on the basis of taking refuge and developing bodhicitta, and then if you practice every day, practice Amitabha Buddha, and recite Om Mani Devara mantra, for example, this life you will experience the wish fulfillment, good health, long life, because Amitabha is another name of Amitayu. Sabame and Obame is they are same, they are one. There's 2 names, no? Amitayu and Amitabha, they are one, no? So when you're reciting mantra, actually you are also making mantra for Amitayu, for long life. So this life you will experience wishfulness of good health, longevity, and great spiritual success, spiritual joy, finding inner peace and freedom. And then Mahamudra mantra Hri. Whenever you recite mantra Hri, it opens your crown chakra, door of liberation. And every day you pray that life after day, may the Supreme Buddha Amitabha and countless Buddha and Bodhisattvas invite me to pure land of Buddha Amitabha, where I can miraculously born in lotus flower and become a enlightened great Bodhisattva who can benefit all mothers and beings during lifetime. For example, Emma or Mahamudra Sanjay, this pray and they develop heartfelt devotion to Buddha Amitabha. And daily you recite Om Amindeva Hari mantra, your crown chakra is open already, you know. So when you, after you die, you experience a joyful death, and then after death your soul, your mind flows from the crown chakra, door of liberation. And there Buddha Amitabha and countless Buddhas, Buddha and Bodhisattvas are waiting to welcome Draga, welcome, you know. And you will born in pure land of Buddha Amitabha, miraculously. And there you become enlightened great Bodhisattva. You know? You know? And being there, you can, the infinite life is beyond limit. From there you can see your family. My last lives, where's my family? Of course you love all mothers and beings equally, you know? But still your family is very important, this life's family, you know. So where's my father, where's my mother, where's my student, where's my children, grandchildren? So you are free to radiate infinite light to their Buddhist mind and protect them every time, you know. And then when they die, you wait for them, you know. You yourself become a great divine Bodhisattva like Avalokiteshvara or Vajrapani, you know. You go there when your daughter is died, when your son is died, you know, or your other family will die, you are there, you know. Like for example, if a Juja died earlier, then this is only example. Then Yanka is there. Then after Yanka dies, then there's Juja. Draga, my daughter is still saying, Draga, Lanyo, what's Lanyo?
Lanyo.
Let's go. So you can invite your daughter in pure land with Amitabha, and then I don't know if you can invite Attila or not. Maybe Attila is even better than you, no? No? You become Buddha, you reach enlightenment, and then you can face Juja and Yanka if you die earlier in pure land of Buddha Amitabha. And the beautiful family goes to pure land of Buddha Amitabha, become Buddha there. We have beautiful future. People who practice holy Dharma, we have a beautiful future. We have an everlasting, blissful future, you know. So if you are a true practitioner of holy Dharma, then during lifetime we experience absolutely meaningful and joyful life. At the time of death, we die with heart of infinite love and peace and great bliss. And then life after death, we also experience everlasting peace, everlasting freedom, and pure light of any Buddha and Bodhisattva, you know, and able to liberate all other sentient beings. Now we are traveling, no? We are traveling now. We start make our spiritual journey towards achieving great liberation and to be born in pure light of Buddha Amitabha, because our life is very short. So left our Dharma practice, we have to do in pure light of Buddha Amitabha. So make sure that every day you make a heartfelt prayer, an aspiration prayer, to be born in pure light of Buddha Amitabha, by developing one-pointed devotion to Buddha Amitabha and by developing one-pointed devotion to the Pure Land Devache, And every day you make this, you know, 7 times, 21 times, at least 3 times. It is guaranteed Buddha Amitabha. And all Buddha and Bodhisattvas will guide you a pure land of Buddha Amitabha. You know, and you become enlightened, great Bodhisattva. You know? So one day I make 10 days course for Pardo, okay? Pardo. You're not happy or what? Yeah? If you are happy, then say smile, smile, We say mother talk about chocolate, then the children should smile, show their happiness, appreciation. And then you get chocolate. Otherwise, mother will change his mind. Mother can change her mind, And so what I want to say is that the practice of Heart Sutra, practice of the wisdom of emptiness, and practice of Mahamudra, the spring wisdom of Mahamudra, and practice of universal loving compassion, practice of the meditation of Mahamudra, practice of meditation of emptiness, These are essential practice of Dharma, With this practice, if you do this practice every day, diligently, then you are able to free yourself forever, liberate yourself forever, and you will achieve great liberation, and you are able to liberate countless other sentient beings at the same time. So now the teaching is getting a little bit crude, but it doesn't matter. So I make this clear. What's time now?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Push prayer fast.
I put here.
Low is too much going extreme. Low.
신제 로래 지는 데는 양년에 대비 다른 신도 두스니 휴게 상제 탐제장 결제 바로도 전반도 되는 상황을 봐야 더 벌써 정신도 벌써 상제에서 대답은 결제 바로 지면가 리바지면가 라면가 냠바다 냠가 동안탐제로 결제면가 무슨변한 대말 희발전대 결제 바로 지면가 매바 다디야 다음 가능가데 파랑가데 파라성가데 모데에서 다디야 다음 가능가데 파랑가데 파라성가데 모데에서 어여다음 가능가데 파랑가데 파라성가데 모데에서 와 결제가 정성스마지면 대들의 결제 바로 돌아제마 삼모나 라브라자 대내 좀내내 등에 된대네 힘대 정조 선바선바전바 법바전에서 먼저라 내서 이렇게 자와진대 내서 이렇게 보는데 힘노 대대 힘대시다 주제된 바 힘도 결혼지 바로도 심바 삼모라 제버자데 특히 관남 양제소 예랑 좀 내대제 되게 제가 전에 쓰던데 바 결연다 대보다 좀 무슨 바 제네서 먼저 당 탐제당 대배 코트당 하당매당 남아있는 저서 제변 직된 예랑데 좀더 예송와랑 뭐라도 다디아담 가데가데 바람가데 바라sam가데 보데서 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 나몰라몰라 차도로 산이라 차도로 쇼라 차도로 기네라 차도로 영정과 현재 바로도 증발아 차도로 닿게 되면서는 표시시들은 다양한 제진기 현재 바로도 증배되는 상황이 나서는 특화도도 제발되니 두득진에서 말면 되면 정몽신 도가대기는 당장 영정과 현재 바로도 증배되는 상황이 나서는 특화도는 제발 되니 두득진에서 말면 되면 정몽신 도바르지 매바르지 희바르지 그랍도 제바르지 관계되는 데로 좀 가면 받기는 처음에 보통에 봐 와면 받는 바 되는 면도 재미에 주반이 기대 먼저 상님은 아버들라 장자로 그리동다 지리 희와당 믿는다 베지나 들어와당 도바르지 부도 소리고 도시대장 등들의
So the wisdom of emptiness is the most profound subject, most profound teaching. No? Now, because of ignorant, because of duality fixation, because of our misunderstanding, because of the 6 negative emotions, and because of the 6 negative actions, and because of the fear and suffering that we all experience, we are absolutely frozen. No? We are frozen. We become useless. We who make ourselves useless, we ourselves make useless. So the water, when it's a liquid, in liquid, when it's not frozen, the water you can enjoy to wash, to drink, to cook, to remove thirsty other beings, you know. You can use water for offering, for generosity. You can do so many things, good things from water. When it's not frozen, no? If the water gets frozen, when it becomes ice frozen, then you cannot drink it. You cannot make a shower from this, no? And you cannot wash clothes, you know. So, like all the Buddha qualities, all the quality that we say, you know, we all have Buddha nature. All beings are by nature Buddha nature, you know. So this is the introduction of Buddha, no? So when I hear this teaching, I start smiling. I have Buddha nature. Oh my God, I have Buddha nature. I start to smile. I was young, no? Life is hopeful. Otherwise, I thought there's no way out, you know. Life is so depressing, so hopeless, so no opportunity, because there's no way out. So when my master introduced me, your nature is Buddha nature, and you are Buddha by nature, but you have to practice the holy Dharma, you know. You have to practice meditation, and then you will realize that you are Buddha. Then I start smiling. No? All this. Some people say I have a beautiful smiling. I don't know if I'm smiling. This comes from this happiness I got. No. when I got the introduction of Buddha Dharma, saying that we are Buddha, we all the beings are Buddha by nature, you know. I was so happy. So all these Buddha qualities, Buddha potentials, all the universal quality of Buddha, all the universal activity of Buddha, all the universal happiness of Buddha, you know, every qualities of Buddha is frozen because of our ignorance, because of our duality fixation, because of our misunderstanding, you know. So the practice of the wisdom of emptiness will lose our blockage. It will free you from our blockage. It will melt you. The wisdom in enlightenment the wisdom of enlightenment will hit you, give a heat, you know. Like the light of sun, with the warm light of sun, heat all the Himalayas, all the ice, you know, and then ice get melt and then come in the form of a holy river Ganga or you know, an holy river, and then it supplies the water that the people can drink, people can wash, you know, this thing that like the warmth of the sun sunlight can heat the frozen ice water and then become useful, you know? Like the wisdom of emptiness, by practicing it, by developing it, we can get back our Buddha qualities, you know, and able to realize our Buddha nature, you know, and how we will able to realize the universal quality of Buddha, universal quality of everlasting peace, everlasting love, everlasting freedom, and great bliss of enlightenment, which is all the Buddha's quality, able to realize it, able to enjoy it. So the wisdom of emptiness is the divine key which opens the treasure of Buddha, universal treasure of Buddha, and universal treasure of all phenomena. So how you can imagine how important is the wisdom of enlightenment, the wisdom of emptiness. We are frozen because we have too much fixation. Too much fixation. Like in a dream, when we experience an illusory dream, we forget that we are sleeping and we forget that we are dreaming. And all the appearance which appear in your dream is an illusion, illusory phenomena. It's not real. You don't have to worry whatever you dream, because whatever you dream is illusion. It is not real. No? But unfortunately, most people who fall asleep and experience dream, whether they experience an awful nightmare dream or they experience a happy dream, whatever, they forget they are sleeping and they forget they are dreaming. And they take so serious. They develop so much. They have so they develop. It's okay. They create so much fixation and attachment towards the phenomena of a dream as if it is real. No? So, for example, if somebody is asleep and dream, sleeping with with good partner, with a golden bed, iron bed, or you are sleeping securely, lovingly, peacefully, in your sweet home, on your sweet bed, you know. So you sleep, and then you forget you are sleeping, and then you dream that you are walking in the jungle, the forest. And there you meet many cobras. Cobras almost want to bite you. There's many crocodiles who want to swallow you. There's many, you meet many tigers and lions who want to eat you, you know. So you dream this, and you don't realize that this is the dream. This is not real, you know. That this is just illusory form. You think this is the real. Oh my God, no. You develop so much fixation, so much misunderstanding to all appearance, illusory appearance, phenomena of dream, and you go through so many struggles, you know, with so much fear, suffering, and panic, you know, without knowing that these phenomena which appear in your dream is not real. You experience real suffering, real fear, real panic, as if it is real, you know. So the moment you realize, in dream yoga we have chance to realize, you know, dream yoga is the yoga practice. You have to make training thoroughly. The moment you put your head on a pillow or you sleep like this, you practice mindfulness. You never lose your mindfulness. You rest with full awareness and mindfulness. And you are aware of that you are sleeping, and you are aware of you are going to the deep sleeping, and then you are aware of now appearing illusory phenomena, which is not real. You are aware of it. You are dreaming with full awareness, and you know this is just a dream. This is just a projection of your mind. This is just illusory phenomena. You are aware of it, and you can experience a miraculous dream. No, you experience the illusory phenomena, which is not real. Sometimes it appears as if it is real. So this is very big show, big advertising, no, big entertainment for you, no? Because you know the real, unreal phenomena, illusory phenomena can appear as if it is real, and this is fun. This is entertaining. No? Thoroughly, and then you can wake up anytime you want to wake up. And if you experience more illusory dream, have fun, have entertainment, you can have it. No? So if you appear, the tiger comes to bite you, you can laugh about this. The people who make a sleeping yoga and a dream yoga, if there appears a crocodile who almost want to swallow you, and you know, with your awareness, you know you are sleeping, and this crocodile is illusory form. This is just a projection of your mind, and you can laugh about this crocodile. Like Milarepa laugh about one spirit, you know, spirit. The Lord Milarepa was meditating in a cave. No, you don't get too serious now. No, you are too serious now. Yes, smile. I miss your smile. Yes, tell her to smile. Huh? Yes. So, Lord Milarepa was meditating, Mahamudra meditation, deep meditation, and then one evil spirit, evil is not a good language, but I have to use evil spirit, who want to disturb Milarepa. Who want to disturb Milarepa's meditation, who want to attempt, who want to provoke, who want to disturb Milarepa. From meditation, no? So how he come? The spirit comes, a very, very funny monkey, and there's a rabbit riding on monkey. Rabbit, you know the rabbit? riding on a monkey and holding bow and arrow and want to shoot Milarepa like this. A rabbit want to shoot arrow to Milarepa, riding on horse, no, riding on monkey. And they looks very awful, they looks very frightening. Sometimes like they are like wild monkey and wild rabbit, you know. And Milarepa laugh about it. What an interesting illusion form, you know. What a beautiful projection of my mind. What an illusory form. Milarepa, instead he get disturbed, he just laughed. He had a very big entertainment, you know. And then the evil spirit got very shy. Milarepa, his meditation is unshakable. Then the evil spirit become a disciple of Milarepa, start to receive teachings from Milarepa, and they start meditate, you know. So this is so now all this phenomena, all these forms, all this sound, all this sensation, all the feelings, all these emotions, as long as we think that these all are real, and we have so much fixation towards everything as everything is real, then we have no way to go out. We have no way out, you know. We are frozen there. We cannot get rid of them. As long as we think they are real, we have no way to go out. You know. There's no exit, you know. So, for example, in your computer program, or let's say TV, children, baby child who are accidentally watching a horror movie and who don't know that this is just a movie, you know, horror movie, and the baby thinks this is the real kind of monsters coming, you know, screaming and all this, you know. The baby get cry, baby get very frightened, very panic, and because baby don't know this is a movie, baby don't know that this is just a horror movie, you know, and baby also don't know how to switch off the button, you know. So baby will experience all kind of panic and fear, you know. Because the baby thinks that this horror movie is real things there, down there, real monsters are there, real terrible things, awful things are there, then baby get, you know, with the baby's fixation on that horror movie, baby can experience a big panic and big fear and suffering, you know? And baby also don't know to switch off the horror movie. But other babies, nowadays, a lot of babies, young children, they like horror movie. You know, they love horror movie because they know these forms are very terrible, frightening forms. These are not real. This is simply a horror movie, and they know how to switch on, have fun, and they also know how to switch off and have fun. No, so the horror movie becomes for them is entertaining. Because they know this is not real, no? That's it. So this is Heart Sutra. All these phenomena, all phenomena of samsara, impure phenomena of samsara, including all the fear and suffering, these are not real. There's no form, no? There's no sound. There's no smell. There's no taste. No. There's no sensation. There's no feeling. There's no suffering. There's no happiness. There's no samsara. There's no nirvana. No. There's no ignorant. So no means it's not real. So when you are real, then you start saying, oh my God, I thought I'm really suffering. Thanks God it's not real. You know? then we can get relief. No? So say, no, no, no. All phenomena from form up to the nirvana, all phenomena doesn't have true existence. They don't have inherent existence. They are not real. There's no phenomena. There's no you, and there's no me, and there's no mine, and there's not mine, you know. There's no. How you say? No means you clean yourself. No. You are fixed on every phenomena that you are fixed, you have fixation, you get rid of that. Nothing's real. Because if everything's real, we cannot change, you know. Thanks God, everything is not real. That's why everything is changeable, everything is purifiable, everything is transformable, everything is freeable. No? There's no phenomena which is not possible to change or to there's no phenomena which is not able to change, you know. Because phenomena itself has no true existence. Form itself has no true existence. In Mahamudra meditation, Mahamudra wisdom of supreme wisdom of Mahamudra, it introduced this form, is projection of your mind. Projection of your mind, and this form is also emptiness, beyond self, beyond existence. No? It's illusory form. This form never existed before and doesn't exist now, and it will never exist in the future, because this form is absolutely forever selfless and existenceless, and it's emptiness. No? That's why this Heart Sutra, the teachings of the wisdom of emptiness, is very profound. My God. Even you get a little doubt upon the wisdom of emptiness. Like, oh my God, I thought this bhajan exists. My God, maybe it's not exist. You know? So every little doubt can also break the wall of samsara. You know? Melt all the frozen or blockage. Free yourself from all kind of blockage. No? So there's no life, you know, there's no birth, there's no life, there's no death. We are beyond birth, beyond life, and beyond death. But what we experience life, what we experience death, what we experience birth is manifestation or projection of our mind. Mind, which is Lord of Almighty Lord of enlightenment. Nature of mind, which is Almighty Lord of creator of all phenomena. The Buddhist highest teachings of Buddha, highest philosophy of Buddha, the highest teachings of Buddha, it introduced that our mind is the creator. We are the creator, no? Okay. Some people may think, oh my God, thanks God, I thought God is creator, now I am the creator. You know? You have a chance to be noisy, or you have a chance to be get big relief, big kind of, oh my God, you know? So you are the creator. Nature of our mind is creator. Nature of mind, which is nature is emptiness nature, which nature is forever peace nature. Nature of mind, which is nature is forever freedom nature, forever loving nature, forever blissful nature. That nature of mind is the creator of all phenomena. And all phenomena are projection of this nature of mind. So nature of mind is beautiful because nature is forever loving nature, forever peace nature, forever blissful nature, forever immaculate nature, forever perfect nature. And this projection, all phenomena which are the projection of our mind are also beautiful. The projection of phenomena are by nature peace nature, by nature freedom nature, by nature loving nature, by nature perfect nature, by nature blissful nature. So, because like when I was young, because we believe our eyes, eyes, when forms appear in front of our eye sense, and it's very solid forms that in front of your eye sense, you can really see your forms there, no? Because you see the forms, because of that it exists. We think our eyes is the evidence. Our eyes, sense of eyes is the ultimate judgment. We think that way. So what we see from our eyes is the real, because I saw from my eyes, no? So we think that our eyes, what we see from eyes, and our eyes got the sense of eyes got the ultimate judgment, no? But sense of eyes doesn't have ultimate judgment. It can only reflect the physical kind of phenomena, illusory phenomena. The eyes don't have the intelligence, doesn't have cannot make the right judgment. People who make judgment through their eyes, what they see, they are foolish people. And people who make judgment through what they hear is also foolish judgment. You can never find the essence, divine nature of any phenomena through your five senses. Phenomena which reflect in front of your five senses are illusory form. They are just projection, no? They are illusory form. They are not reliable, no? So, nature of mind, which nature is Buddha nature, and nature of mind start to make judgment with the practice of wisdom of emptiness. When we look at phenomena, nature of mind, look at our phenomena. As our eye sense is looking to the form, then nature of mind, nature of mind which practice the wisdom of emptiness, and then on the basis of the wisdom of emptiness, nature of mind start to make judgment towards form which appears. Realize the form is not a form, no? There's no form. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form and emptiness is inseparable, no? So if my form is real, you should see me without looking at me. Don't use your eye sense. So you just look through me. Now you can see Master Tanpa in from you. You know? Now you think Master Tanpa's form exists, is real, you know? Because I see it from my eyes. So this is your first judgment. You think Master Tanpa's form exists because my eyes can see. Okay? You have more judgment. You can make more judgment through ears, through sensation. Now your biggest judgment, most reliable judgment is ask nature of your mind. With awareness, look at Master Tanpa's form. Close your eyes. Let your mind look at me. Do you see me? Yeah. Yeah, but because you know my face, you know. Without any recall, without any memory, you know. Just simply nature of mind, concentrate on me. You don't see Master Tanpa's form. You see nature of your mind. You know, you see nature of your mind. I am your nature. I am your nature of mind, emptiness. I am nature of your mind, of emptiness. No? So now I'm not thinking Mahamudra teaching and Heart Sutra teaching. I'm mixing up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. You know. In Mahamudra tradition, the supreme wisdom of Mahamudra, it introduces nature of mind is by nature, emptiness nature, by nature, blissful nature, by nature, immaculate nature. Nature of mind is by nature, forever, blissful nature, forever, loving nature, forever, enlightenment nature, forever, perfect nature. And nature of mind is beyond existence, beyond extreme, beyond limit, beyond time, things like this, you know. So it emphasizes the introduction of nature of mind, you know. So now, how the Mahamudra, wisdom of Mahamudra introduced all phenomena, you know. No? These all phenomena, what you hear, what you see, what you feel, everything, all phenomena without missing one single atom, these all phenomena are projection of your nature of mind, which is the Buddha nature, which is the blissful nature, which is emptiness nature, which is perfect nature, which is the immaculate nature. As nature of mind is forever blissful nature, emptiness nature, loving nature, and enlightenment nature. So this phenomena, all the phenomena which are projection of this nature of mind are also by nature, enlightenment nature, and also Buddha nature, perfect nature, emptiness nature, immaculate nature. The subject phenomena and object mind are one. You know? Both in essence is emptiness. And your duality fixation is kaput. There's no way to have duality fixation. You as separate from me, and me as separate from you. You are me, I am you. Like form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Form and emptiness is inseparable. So Mahamudra, supreme wisdom of Mahamudra, the way we introduce the nature of mind and all phenomena is absolutely heart-touching, absolutely like this. No? That's why Mahamudra practice. The wisdom of Mahamudra and wisdom of Mahāti is the Vajrayana. Vajrayana tradition, how they introduce the wisdom in enlightenment. No? So which is easy? Which is easier for you? Okay, never mind. Emptiness. So now can you contemplate that these all phenomena from hell to heaven are projection of the nature of your mind. There is no solid phenomena separate from the nature of your mind. All these phenomena are simply projection of your nature of your mind, an energy of the nature of your mind, a play of the nature of your mind, or game of the nature of your mind. This all kind of phenomena doesn't have solid existence. It is just simply divine energy, divine manifestation, a projection of nature of mind, which nature is Buddha nature, perfect nature, blissful nature, emptiness nature, and immaculate nature. Can you meditate now? Close your eyes. Of course, this needs some little bit of translation. Huh? How many people, Hungarians, need translation? Never mind, you understand. You know? The French people, they speak English, but they say, pas parler anglais, what they say? I don't speak English, what they say?
Je parle pas l'anglais.
No, I don't speak English. They speak English, the French people speak English. But the pas parler anglais, or something they say, I don't speak English, you know? How you say?
Je ne parle pas l'anglais.
This is, yeah. Short form.
pas en
Speak
anglais.
is what?
Ne
Speak is what?
parlez
Speak is
pas
what?
en anglais.
Speak means what?
Parler.
Pas parler anglais. No? Listen, sling a little bit. Actually, they speak, they understand. Because they are so proud with their language. And they say, I don't speak English. I only speak, French. It's okay. You have right to be proud of your language, for sure. So anyway, if you know this, please then I can directly, without interruption, I can directly speak with you, no? Like face to face, you know? So you contemplate the meaning of emptiness. There's no form, there's no sound, there's no suffering, there's no fear, there's no happiness, there's no suffering, there's no samsara, there's no nirvana. Everything's projection of nature of your mind, which nature is Buddha nature, enlightenment nature, emptiness nature, and perfect nature. And this shortcut, Mahamudra's Supreme Wisdom Enlightenment is the shortcut, you know. And Heart Sutra, introduction of all phenomena, no existence. All phenomena are by nature, emptiness nature, by nature, selfless nature, by nature, non-existence nature, you know. And they also done, you know, the Heart Sutra also introduce you that nature have no nature, no nature also. No nature have no nature. Because if nature exists, then something exists. If you think something exists, this is your sickness, you know. This is your sickness of your wisdom. Nature is beyond nature. There is no nature. Nature is emptiness, emptiness is nature. Nature and emptiness is inseparable. Like that, you know. Hello? Hello? Where are you going? What's it? Please come back. Huh? Yeah. Yeah? Okay, you really? You think so? No, don't make joke with this, because I make joke this, you know. Before I realize this, I say there's no toilet, there's no food or something, you know. This is like, then your wisdom become like a very split, shell of chola. So I realize it, no? Beginners should try to listen to the teaching very carefully and understand the essence of the teaching, and then contemplate. Speak less, contemplate more, you know. So all my great masters, you know, they all realized that they all practiced and developed the wisdom of emptiness, and they all realized the immaculate emptiness nature of all phenomena. They are all enlightened. You know? Only I am a little behind, you know. If I am not enlightened, I don't worry, because my students who reach enlightenment faster than me will liberate me, will enlighten me, will bless me. Yeah? I wish to be liberated by my students who reach enlightenment. Balaj can enlighten me. No? In Great India, there's one during Buddha's after Buddha passed away, I think. There's one noble monk called Lhachembo, Kelung Lhachembo, Bhikshu Mahadeva. No? So he has super intelligence. He understood the essence of the Buddha's teaching, the wisdom of enlightenment, the wisdom of emptiness, everything he know. But he remained himself as an ordinary bodhisattva. The teaching is so amazing, so kind, heart-touching. He spent less time to practice the wisdom of emptiness, and spent more time to share this teaching to other disciples, other people. And he got many thousands of disciples, to whom he shared this wisdom of emptiness, you know, teach them. Many of them, they reach enlightenment. Many of them, they start flying, you know. And then the Bhikshu Maha, please, the children, control your children, don't play. They can play, but in our new land there, they can go. His several disciples are reach enlightenment, because they become arhat, Trajamba, and they start to fly in the sky. And then the Kelungla Chembo, or the Bhikshu Mahadeva, he feels so happy that his students can fly. They become Trajamba, they become arhat, you know. He's looking like doing this to the students falling, like Bala's flying, oh my God, you know. And then his students who can fly because they got some realization of emptiness, no? They look down, look at this, we can all fly, our master can all fly. Our great master, Bhikshu Mahadeva, who is our master, he cannot fly. They laugh about him. No? Where else is the master? The master, he is so happy that his disciples are flying, showing miracles, because, you know. And after, I think only one disciple laughed, you know. There's naughty one, even good circle, good community, there's one naughty one also. So he was laughing, and then immediately he dropped down. No? He dropped down because he underestimated his master. He reached enlightenment by the divine cause of the teachings from his master. Instead of showing heartfelt gratitude and devotion, he felt proud that he can fly and master, and then he laughed about this, and he immediately fall down. You know? And there's a very long stories, beautiful stories. So, at the end of his life, after he gave the kind of the teachings to countless of his disciples, at the end of his life, just before death, he also become arhat. He also reached enlightenment. You know? So some masters, some bodhisattvas, they want to enlighten their disciples first, and they wish to serve the disciples. You know, like Lakma, you know, mother. She whole day she cook, she make shopping, make cooking. She works so hard and cook the food, put the food on the table, and she enjoy her children and her family members eating the food. She's so satisfied, happy, and she don't want to eat. Only if there's something left over, she like to eat. No? Absolutely many loving mothers are like this. They are absolutely selfless. Some spiritual masters are like this also. He want to emphasize and teach, spend more time to teach his disciples, make sure his disciples are taken care, enlightened. Then he don't worry very much. You know. Actually, those are very, very great bodhisattvas. Greatest bodhisattvas. The greatest bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara. No? Like Supreme Bodhisattva, His Holiness 14 Great Dalai Lama, for example. In his several teachings, he don't wish to be born in Pure Land, you know. He said, he don't wish to be born in Pure Land. He don't wish to be born in his next life. He don't wish to be born in Pure Land of Buddha, where he can experience everlasting happiness, everlasting freedom, everlasting joy. You know, he don't wish to be born in Pure Land. You know, he wished to incarnate again to teach this world, to teach all Mother Sentient beings, to serve all Mother Sentient beings, until all Mother Sentient beings reach enlightenment. His Holiness was giving this several times in teaching. So this is exactly same wish, same divine aspiration, like Almighty Supreme Bodhisattva, Avalokiteshvara. No? So His Holiness 14 Great Dalai Lama is a living Almighty Supreme Avalokiteshvara, who took universal responsibility to liberate all mother sentient beings, to free all mother sentient beings, until all mother sentient beings reach enlightenment. All these great beings, like the great masters like Sakya Tenzin, His Holiness Sakya Tenzin, His Holiness, there's many holiness, They are all living Buddha. They are Buddha they are Buddha. They are Almighty Buddha who come in human form in order to liberate all mother sentient beings, in order to teach human beings, and then liberate all mother sentient beings without missing one single of them. All Buddha and Bodhisattvas, they have taken this universal vow, to liberate all mother sentient beings first, But then even though they don't wish to, they reach enlightenment, they become Buddha by the power of their great practice, great service, by the power of their great loving, universal loving compassion, by the power of their universal great wisdom, by the merit of the serving all mother sentient beings and developing bodhicitta. They all become Buddha, even though they don't aim for their own happiness or liberation. They have no fixation to nirvana, and they have no fear to samsara. They have no expectation to nirvana, and they have no fear in samsara also, because they found nirvana in the nature of samsara. And to serve all mother sentient beings, to remove pain and suffering all mother sentient beings, to enlighten and liberate all mother sentient beings is their heartfelt interest, heartfelt service. They have no other interest for their own, because they are free from self, free from duality, fixation, and ego attachment. So this is the real Buddha, real Bodhisattvas. So these your little masters also following the footstep of Buddha, and all other Bodhisattvas. So please, again, meditate the nature of your mind, of emptiness. If you realize the nature of your mind is emptiness, then you spontaneously you are able to realize nature of all phenomena, which are projection of nature of your mind, is also emptiness. No? So I make one prayer, okay, with melodios. This melodio itself has some kind of positive energy to transform you, to spiritually to wake you up, okay. So and then this spiritual melodios can be with the all right. So can we start now? Okay. Where's my? This is Masam Jume upstage. The first line. I'm going to repeat this 3 times with the Korva Tomutu procedure. No. Masam Jume Kira Parochi. First page is there. This you can make it. Okay, good. So, essence of Heart Sutra, essence of Heart Sutra, mantra A. Mantra A, letter A, or mantra A is essence of Heart Sutra. It's mantra of the wisdom of emptiness, you know. Because by reciting mantra A, it will purify and clear all your blockage, and it will activate your Buddha nature, Buddha potential. So let's recite mantra A, okay? So now all the fears comes from that I exist. We think we exist, even though we are beyond existence, but we think we exist. Thinking that I exist bring all the fear, bring all the expectation. You know? Thinking we exist bind us. Like these spiders that bite, they bind their own thread, you know, this way, the spider net, you know. So release ourselves from the fixation of ourselves, you know. Such a phenomena called I never existed before, and never exists now, and it will never exist future. Ego or I is beyond existence. There's no ego, no? There's no I, there's no others also, you know? All phenomena are absolutely calm, peaceful, in the nature of selflessness, the nature of egolessness, and the nature of emptiness. We try our best, okay? Never give up. To contemplate and meditate immaculate emptiness, you know? To practice and develop the wisdom of emptiness and realize the emptiness nature of all phenomena, the non-existence nature of all phenomena, selflessness nature of all phenomena, brings everlasting freedom, everlasting joy, you know? And we are able to rescue ourselves, you know, from the prison of samsara, no? So now, anyway, I think reading in a different language sounds very beautiful, but timing-wise, I think the teaching, this introduction is very important for you. You got already. Now, I will read this Mahamudra aspiration prayer, composed by omniscient thought karmapa Ranjung Dorje. one who realizes the emptiness, you know, one who realizes emptiness of all phenomena, then also become omniscient, you know. Because when you know one thing, you know everything, you know. If you know emptiness, you know everything. Realize. So this also you can follow it in Tibetan. I read this in Tibetan, okay? We'll possibly make the one who composed this, the one aspiration of Mahamudra is omniscient Thought Jawa Karma Pa Rangjung Dorje, you know, the omniscient Rangjung Dorje. So we make one prayer.
Chizun Tamba Guje Bangjo Jinze Yishin Yero Vara Charwa Chabdo Jelwang Karma Ba Chenpo Sanje Chenlap Je Jamso Jeno Peshe Jingdu Karma Ba Jeno Tose Jingdu Karma Ba Jeno Sanje Jingdu Karma Ba Jeno Tamje Jemba Karma Ba Jeno 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 Karma Jamne Gundu Tenjen Lama La Solwan De So Ta Son Zhuwa Nam Mungbe Mba Shivara Chenjen Lao Jianme Osa Charwan Ze De So Kurwa Tonggen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Kamsum Chula Gyura Chenjen Lao Zhubra Sanje Dabra Chenjen Lao Jalu Gajen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Dongni Ningje Songdun Jube Lam Chechir Danze Kangchen Zhuwen Gong Changna Bemo Tenzin Jiazo La Solwan De So Chenjen Lao De So Kurwa Tonggen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Kamsum Chula Gyura Chenjen Zhugun Sanje Dabra Chenjen Lao Jalu Gajen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Chudang Chujin Nilu Malu Ba Chiyen Sine Kimbe Yeje Ruzo Yila Kongge Bodrewa Rikbi Dorje Yala Solwan De Kurwa Tonggen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Kamsum Chula Gyura Chenjen Lao Zhugun Sanje Dabra Chenjen Lao Jalu Gajen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Peme Jiazo Tenan Zhuwen Gong Mao Sanje Jiazo Mabang Ba Taye Siddhu Pema Tanyon La Solwan De So Chenjen Lao De So Kurwa Tonggen Zhubra Chenjen Lao Kamsum Chula Gyura Chenjen Zhugun Sanje Dabra Chenjen Lao Jalu Gajen Zhubra Chenjen Lao.
Okay, now pray. This we make this Kajun Gunzo melodious, okay?
Mangara Lama Nanda Yedan Jengola Shojo De Sanjawa Sedan Che Taba Jerkan Take Malam Shishin Drebe Tunjura Chen Lime Tadan Taye Semjen Time Jeje Sanjara Nanda Gore Le Jebe Kosan Yome Gezo Che Jönam Kyawa Gye Josuran Jo Gyore Che Shise Dema Topa De Sedu Kedan Jewa Zuru Kundu Yang Tedan Dungala Traya Me Draje Tege Jazu Bola Chubai Hyom Noa Tanjuru Shodo De Zun She Ramde Kenya Sande Tambe Chu Taimne Soshin Zhula Parche Ma Shi Par Sarva Kundu Tamju Chu Bar Hyom Ore De Be Mi Ye Tre Le Zho Menga Sande De Son Nai Chang Kamchung E Je Ne Lu Je Yen Sa Hielo Sanje Nawa Je Bar Hyom Taje Tadra De Ni Ye Ye De Rungu Tadra Song Ye Lam Joy Ki Sishe Tadra De Ni Je Tobe Koshu Me Be Chu Dan Je Bar Hyom Jaye Sanye Song Song Jo La Chongje Chaje Doje Dan Jo Le Che Chongja Lo Re Chube Che Ma Nam Changje Je Da Chu Ge Wen Jo Le Cho Hela Dodo Che Pa Dai Ben Ding Hela Ma Yen Yo A Kon Ben Ding Kom Den Kon La Zo Chung Che Be Cho Akum Che Ben Ding Dan Den Ba Le Yo Chenam Tam Je Sen Je Nan Je De Sen Je Sen Me Sen Je Wo Wo Dong Oyen Manga Je Ya Na Wa De Le Bra Da Ne Xie Zo Che Ba Yo Yo Ma Nyung We Rang Na Yo De Chu Ma Re Wan Ge Rang Re Da De Chu Yin Zhe Wang Ge Si Be Lang De Jiang Mare Chuba Tudra Chuba Yopa Maye Yabe Jamase, Neba Maye Konde Kunhegyes, Gandu Maye Sonjo Melam, Tara Sanje Chunye Toba Yo, Ne Yeja Kange Son Bame, Ne Me Yeja Kange Kabame, Lolen de Be Chunye Du Maje, Kanda Dunje Tane Bayo. Oh, the near Mado Kurjan Zoko, the near Dona Sanje Kange, Tamje Di, the Minkan Yame, Chunye Kunge Tanere Bayo, Noyan Sembla, Toya Ranges, Toya Sembla, Toya Ranges, Jajan Sembla, Gajan Sem Yembe, Rodo Tamje Sembla Jubayo, Le Jesu Konge Ma Legend. Tamalan de Longe Ma Jeba, Majunyo Maravan Joy Hebe, Sandanyam Nekayan Yong Waya, Karado Be Maloran Zaya, Amazing Yechong Angene, Simonio Betre Matan Dobe, Kinedia Meyo Tembayo, Amazing Lion de Beze, Tomedone Jayala Geleton. Imendo la tesum chubani, Chunerango Range Hebayo, Yula debe Yumen Zodon, Semla debe Semevodon, Yula debe Nizeran Zadro, Osasem Yechunia Dobayo, Ijedroan de Chajajam, Tatamandro Aluma Shenboy. Ne Gundo Zosen Janja, Sikin Gundo Dobe Den Doyo, Kamba Mebe de Jeme, Sese Mebe Oza Tevioita, Lolen de Be Medona Yendro, Somen Yam Yula Jevayo. Sankin Yam Yenzim Baran Zadro, Nedo Truva Rankin Yensuta. Tamaji Babang Dame, Turashuni Deba Baisha, Revera Hida San Jam, Madovange Tame Korvarajam, Tamalamutani Besam Janam, Samening Jula Jevaisha, Samening Jayamamangape, Sedum on the Shembaisha, Sanjo Travelam Chonde, Samening Zeku Combaisha. Kamdo Lejong Chenang Yedam, Sende Meje Sanje Hin Raja, Sanje Shanang Drube Molamzo, Somejan Sanje Taje, Chojo Jawa Seje To Jedam, Namgra Gewa Chenye Yubed, Tatra Dadam Semje Tan Jeje, Molanam Da Jeje Robai. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now I think I want you to read Heart Sutra better, okay? So what is time? We have very late breakfast, so dinner can be also any time between 2 and 3. That is only 3. 2:20. 2:20. Okay. So it takes, I think, 20 minutes. It takes one language, your language, and other language can read silently. Okay. Heart Sutra first. Yes. Yes. I'm missing the Romanian language, so I think I want to put it more closer. First, okay, Romanian language.
Cel dincolo de cuvânt, dincolo de gând, dincolo de descriere. Înțelepciunea desăvârșită, nenăscută, eternă, însăși esența spațiului, ce poate fi trăită doar drept înțelepciune supremă a naturii minții noastre. Slava mamei tuturor budacelor trăit timpul. Așa am auzit, odată cel binecuvântat se afla în ținutul Rajgriha, pe muntele Piscul Vuldurului, împreună cu o sangha numeroasă de călugări și o sangha numeroasă de bodhisattva. Cel binecuvântat s-a cufundat în samadiul nenumăratelor aspecte ale fenomenelor numit iluminarea profundă. Atunci, nobilul bodhisattva, Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara, a văzut practica înțelepciunii transcendentale profunde. A observat cele 5 skanda și a văzut că ele sunt prin natură vii. Apoi, prin puterea lui Buddha, venerabilul Shariputra s-a adresat astfel nobilului Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara. Fiul al nobile familii, cum ar trebui să se instruiască un fiu sau o fiică a familiei nobile care dorește să practice înțelepciunea transcendentală profundă? Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara i-a răspuns astfel lui Shariputra. Shariputra, orice fiu sau fiică a familiei nobile care dorește să practice înțelepciunea transcendentală profundă ar trebui să privească această cale astfel. Forma este vid, vidul este formă. Forma nu este altceva decât vidul, vidul nu este altceva decât formă. În același fel, senzația, percepția, toate stările mentale și conștiința sunt vid. Shariputra, astfel toate fenomenele sunt vid. Nu au caracteristici nici naștere, nici dispariție, nici impuritate, nici absența petelor, nici reducere, nici sporire. Shariputra, în vid nu sunt așadar nici forme, nici senzații, nici percepții, nici emoții, nici minte, nici ochi, nici nas, nici urechi, nici limbă, nici corp, nici minte, nici forme, nici sunete, nici mirosuri, nici gusturi, nici atingere, nici fenomen. De la văz până la minte nu este nicio calitate inerentă în acestea. Și până la conștiința mentală, niciuna nu are vreo calitate inerentă. Nu este nici ignoranță, nici sfârșirea ignoranței, nici bătrânețe și moarte și nici isprăvirea bătrâneții și a morții. În același fel nu este nici suferință, nici origine, nici încetare, nici cale. Nu este nici înțelepciune clară, nici realizare, nici non-realizare. Shariputra, toți bodhisattva nu au așadar nicio realizare și se bazează și se rășluiesc în înțelepciunea transcendentală. De vreme ce mintea este lipsită de văluri, ei sunt eliberați de frică. Transcendând total viziunea eronată, ei ating perfecțiunea nirvanei. De asemenea, toți Buddha care se nășluiesc în cele trei timpuri au atins netrucuta iluminare pură și perfectă și au realizat starea totală și perfectă de Buddha, bazându-se pe această înțelepciune transcendentală. Așadar, mantra înțelepciunii transcendentale, mantra măreței stări de conștiință, mantra fără seamăn, mantra care ne aduce la același nivel cu cel neasemuit, mantra care îmblânzește total toate suferințele, este lipsită de orice falsitate și trebuie cunoscută drept adevăr. Apoi a rostit mantra înțelepciunii transcendentale spunând: Teyata om gate gate para sam gate bodhe so. Shariputra, toți bodhisattva, mahasattva ar trebui să practice în acest fel înțelepciunea transcendentală profundă. Apoi, cel binecuvântat s-a trezit din acel samadhi și i-a dus spre slăvire nobilului Avalokiteshvara, marele bodhisattva, bodhisattva Mahasattva. Bine spus, fiu al familiei nobile, așa este. De vreme ce este astfel, înțelepciunea transcendentală profundă ar trebui practicată tocmai precum a fost predată de tine și toți gata se vor bucura. Când cel binecuvântat a proclamat astfel, venerabilul Shariputra, nobilul Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara și întreaga adunare împreună cu alaiurile lor, zeii, semizeii, oamenii și spiritele lumești ce se hrănesc cu mirosuri, s-au bucurat și au preslăvit cuvintele celui binecuvântat astfel: Teyata om gate para sam gate bodhi so.
I'll stop there. Now, Joanna can read German. Okay, go come here. Now, what are you doing? Give me a chance, okay? You stay back. Yes, sorry. Yes. No problem. Okay, stay quiet. Stay quiet. Okay, yes?
Weisheit der Erleuchtung, unüberschreitbar durch Sprache und Gedanken, ungeboren, unaufhörlich, von himmelsgleicher Natur, nur mit der Weisheit unterscheidener Gewahrseins erfahrbar, Mutter der glorreichen aller drei Zeiten, in Verehrung verneige ich mich vor dir, Verehrung der Bhagavati Prajnaparamita. Folgendes habe ich vernommen. Einst weilte der Erhabene in Rajara am Gayaberg zusammen mit einer großen Versammlung der Sangha von Mönchen und Bodhisattvas. Zu dieser Zeit begab sich der Erhabene in Samadhi der Offenbarung des Dharma, die sogenannte tiefgründige Erhellung. Zur selben Zeit praktizierte Ele Avalokiteshvara, der Bodhisattva Mahasattva, die tiefgründige Prajnaparamita und sah, die 5 Skandhas sind ihrer Natur nach leer. Dann, bewirkt durch die Kraft des Buddha, sprach der ehrwürdige Shariputra zum edlen Avalokiteshvara, dem Bodhisattva Mahasattva: Wie sollten Sohn und Tochter aus edler Familie sich üben, die den Wunsch haben, die tiefgründige Prajnaparamita zu praktizieren? Hierauf antwortete der edle Avalokiteshvara, der Bodhisattva Mahasattva, dem ehrwürdigen Shariputra: O Shariputra, Sohn oder Tochter aus edler Familie, die den Wunsch haben, die tiefgründige Prajnaparamita zu praktizieren, sollten erkennen, die 5 Skandhas sind ihrer Natur nach leer. Form ist Leerheit, Leerheit ist auch Form. Leerheit ist nichts anderes als Form. Form ist nichts anderes als Leerheit. Genauso sind Gefühl, Wahrnehmung, Gestaltungskraft und Bewusstsein Leerheit. So, Shariputra, sind alle Phänomene Leerheit, ohne Charakteristik. Es gibt keine Geburt und kein Ende. Es gibt keine Unreinheit und keine Reinheit, weder zunehmen noch abnehmen. Deshalb, Shariputra, gibt es in der Leerheit keine Form, kein Gefühl, keine Wahrnehmung, keine Gestaltungskraft, kein Bewusstsein, kein Auge, kein Ohr, keine Nase, keine Zunge, kein Körper, kein Geist, keine Erscheinung, kein Klang, kein Geruch, kein Geschmack, kein Tastsinn, keine Dharmas. Keine Gegenstände und Wahrnehmung der Augen, bis hin zu keinen Gegenständen und Wahrnehmung des Geistes, keine Gegenstände und Wahrnehmung des geistigen Bewusstseins. Es gibt keine Unwissenheit und kein Aufhören der Unwissenheit, kein Altern und kein Sterben und kein Aufhören von Altern und Sterben. Es gibt kein Leiden, kein Ursprung des Leidens und keine Aufhebung des Leidens. Es gibt keinen Weg, keine Weisheit, kein Erlangen und kein Nicht-Erlangen. Deshalb, Shariputra, da die Bodhisattvas nichts zu erlangen haben, halten sie sich an die Prajnaparamita. Da es keine Verdunklung des Geistes gibt, gibt es auch keine Furcht. Sie überschreiten allen Irrtum und verlangen vollständiges Nirvana. Alle Buddhas der 3 Zeiten erwachen durch die Prajnaparamita vollständig zu unübertroffener, wahrer, vollkommener Erleuchtung. Deshalb sollte das große Mantra der Prajnaparamita, das Mantra der großen Einsicht, das unübertroffene Mantra, das unvergleichliche Mantra, das Mantra, das alles Leiden stillt, als Wahrheit erkannt werden, denn es ist ohne Täuschung. Das Mantra der Prajnaparamita lautet folgendermaßen: Tadyata Om Gatte Gatte Para Sam Gatte Bodhi Soha. Auf diese Weise, Shariputra, sollte sich der Bodhisattva Mahasattva in der Prajnaparamita üben. Daraufhin erhob sich der Erhabene aus seinem Samadhi und lobte den edlen Avalokiteshvara, den Bodhisattva Mahasattva, und sagte: Gut, gut, Sohn edler Familie, so ist es, genau so ist es. Die tiefgründige Prajnaparamita sollte...
Ganz gut. Bine, Vater, bine, no? Yo, no, yo, no? Translation is like this, no problem. Okay, yes?
Gut, gut, Sohn edler Familie, so ist es, genauso ist es. Die tiefgründige Prajnaparamita sollte genauso praktiziert werden, wie du es gelehrt hast. Und alle Tathagatas werden sich daran erfreuen. Nachdem der Erhabene so gesprochen hatte, freuten sich die ehrwürdige Shariputra, der Avalokiteshvara, der Bodhisattva Mahasattva und die gesamte Versammlung und die Welt mit ihren Göttern, Menschen, Asuras und Gandharvas und priesen die Worte des Erhabenen. So endet die Sutra vom Herzen der transzendenten Weisheit.
Ask them to put the lunch outside. The lunch outside. Yes, thank you. Now you can read the Romanian language, the Hungarian language. Yes.
Hosszúban és gondolatban megfoghatatlan és kifejezhetetlen, mindent meghaladó bölcsesség, mely nem született és nem szűnik a térrel azonos természetű, mégis a vele született bölcsesség nagy gyönyörét tudata természetében bárki megtapasztalhatja. 3 idő utánilag szülőanyja előtt boruló. Így hallottam egy alkalommal az áldott Vrajragvihában, a kösőjű csúcshegyen tartózkodott, sok összegyűlt szerzetessel és bodhisattával körülvéve. Akkor a magasztos belépett a jelenségeket elemző szamádi állapotába, amit mélységes megvilágosodásnak neveznek, és ugyanakkor a nemes avalokítésvara, a Bodhisattva Mahasattva, a mindent meghaladó tudás mélységes gyakorlatát nézve látta az ő szkandát és azok természetes ürességét. Aztán Buddha inspirálása által Sáriputra így szólt Avalokitésvarához. Hogyan fajuljanak azok a nemes lények, akik a mindent meghaladó tudás mélységes gyakorlatát szeretnék követni? Avalokitésvara így válaszol: Sáriputra, bárki is szeretné a mindent meghaladó tudás mélységes gyakorlatát követni, így módon tekintse azt látva az ő szkandát és azok természetes ürességét. A forma üresség, az üresség forma, az üresség nem más, mint forma, a forma nem más, mint üresség. Ugyanígy az érzés, észlelés, törekvés és tudatosság is üresség. Sáriputra, így minden jelenség üresség, és nincsenek jellemzőik. Nem keletkeznek és nem szűnnek meg, nem szennyezettek és nem tiszták, nem csökkennek és nem növekszenek. Sáriputra, ezért az ürességben nincs forma, érzés, észlelés, törekvés és tudatosság. Nincs szem, nincs fül, nincs orr, nincs nyelv, nincs test, nincs tudat. Nincs megjelenés, nincs hang, nincs szag, nincs íz, nincs tapintás, nincsenek jelenségek. Nincs semmi a látás minőségétől a gondolat minőségéig, egészen a szellemi tudatosság minőségéig nincs semmi. Nincs tudatlanság és nincs annak megszűnése. Nincs semmi a tudatlanságtól az öregségig és a halálig sem, ezek megszűnése nincs. Nincs szenvedés és nincs annak oka, nincs annak megszűnése és ösvény sincs. Nincs bölcsesség, nincs megvalósítás, nincs nem megvalósítás. Sáriputra, és mivel nincs megvalósítás, a Bodhisattva mindent meghaladó tudás állapotában tartózkodik. Tudatba rettenthetetlen, mivel nincs elhomályosulva, meghalad minden hibát és beteljesíti a nirvána tökéletességét. A múlt, jelen és jövő összes buddhái a mindent meghaladó bölcsesség által valósítják meg teljesen és tisztán a tökéletes, igaz és felülmúlhatatlan megvilágosodást. Ezért a mindent meghaladó bölcsesség mantrája, a nagyszerű éberség mantrája, a felülmúlhatatlan mantra, a semmihez sem hasonlítható mantra, a minden szenvedést elsikító mantra legyen igazként ismert, mivel itt nincs félrevezetés. A mindent meghaladó bölcsesség mantrája így szól: Prayatahom Gategate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiya Soha. Sáriputra, így kell, hogy a Bodhisattva elsajátítsa a mélységes mindent meghaladó tudást. Ekkor a magasztos kiemelkedett a szamádiból és dicsérte a Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokitésvarát mondván: Jó, nagyon jó, nemes család fia, a mélységes mindent meghaladó bölcsességet úgy kell gyakorolni, ahogy tanítottad, és a tathagaták örülni fognak neki. Amikor a magasztos ezt mondta, Sáriputra, Avalokitésvara, az összegyűltek, és az egész világ, az istenek, emberek, félistenek és gandharvák szívvel örömmel tett meg, és dicsérték a magasztos szavait. Prayatahom Gategate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiya Soha.
No, you can Namo Lama Sutra, you can say this. Okay?
Namo a Mester előtt leborulok, a Buddhák előtt leborulok, a Dharma előtt leborulok, a gyülekezet előtt leborulok, a mindent meghaladó bölcsesség, a nagyanya előtt leborulok. Igaz szavaim váljanak mind valóra, amint a régi Istenek Ura híve szellemében a mindent meghaladó bölcsesség mély értelme megfogant, szavait emlékezetből tudva arra támaszkodva márát a gonoszt és az egyéb nem kedvező tényezőket visszafordítja, ugyanígy fogadjon meg az én szellememben is a mindent meghaladó bölcsesség mély értelme. Szavait emlékezetből tudva arra támaszkodjak, ezáltal mára a gonosz és egyéb nem kedvező tényezők forduljanak vissza, üljenek meg, ítéljenek meg teljesen. Mindaz, ami függésben keletkezik, nem szűnik és nem születik, nem múló és nem állandó, nem jövő és nem menő, a megkülönböztető és egység alapú megértést meghaladja. A minden bonyolítást elsikító nyugalomtanát hirdető tökéletes buddhák előtt leborulok. A 80 000 fajta akadály csituljon el, szabaduljon meg a nem barátságos körülményektől. Legyen harmónia, bőség és boldogság, és legyen itt és most teljes szerencsé és áldás.
Thank you. What's time now?
20 to 3.
20 to 3. Wow, very good. We spent almost how many hours from
3.
10:30?
3.
3 means how much? 4. Good, good. No, yo. Thank you. So now we have 2 hours pause for lunch. And then now it's before 3, yeah?
A quarter to 3.
Quarter to 3. So at 5 o'clock we come back. I will practice either fire ceremony or Guru Rinpoche Kuru Yoga with Gana Chakra. Or if you don't mind, I think 4:30 is better. Because some people need to go. You know? Some of you need to go. So 4:30 we can make a fire ceremony first. Huh? What do you think? Fire ceremony. 4:30 fire ceremony, and 5:30 we finish. And then 5:30 we start Gana Chakra, and then around 7 o'clock we finish. No? And then the guest students today who are going in Budapest, you know, because tomorrow you have to work, so you can stay until 7 o'clock. No problem. You can go after 7. No problem. Stay here. If you stay in 1 more second, you have benefit. You know. You know. If you walk 1 step towards Dharma practice, towards listening the teaching. Every step you accumulate countless virtuous action. And even in the teachings of Buddha, it also explained that each step that you step, your feet, size of feet, until the water beneath earth, there's water. So every atom is counted. So you accumulate limitless, countless merit of dedicating your time and energy coming towards listening the Holy Dharma teaching and practicing Holy Dharma. Every atom is counted, And that much countless atoms you will experience great joy, great happiness, and then sooner or later you become a Buddha. So move towards Dharma practice and receive the teachings of wisdom enlightenment as the greatest, most profound, most powerful merit that you accumulate, And that merit is dedicated for your great liberation and for the liberation of all mother sentient beings. Yes. Thank you for your dedication. So we have the lunch is served for everyone equal, So I think weather is quite nice. I think I will like to stay here also. What kind of lunch do you have? Today what do you cook?
Vegetables in the oven and dal.
Oh, I like to eat with you. No special food for me. Okay, all right. So thank you. Oh, sorry. I'm in the live stream. So now, before we had many people who watch live stream. Now we are almost saying goodbye to coronavirus, especially in Europe. We are very much open. We are very relaxed. There's no much lockdown. European people are more happy, more confident, and they know how to take care for themselves, and reducing the amount of the coronavirus, for example, in Great Hungary. So when people have a chance to go out, then they don't have much time to participate in the live stream, Yeah. But doesn't matter. I'm still in live stream. So friends, students who are in live stream, thank you for your interest. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your blessing. And thank you to everybody. Have a happy, healthy lunch. Okay.
Thank you.